Welcome to the deliberate pause practice. Before we go anywhere, I want you to do a quick check in with yourself. Are you the kind of person who notices when you're tipping into reactivity and you want to catch yourself earlier? You want to move from automatic to intentional, especially in those moments that matter most. Do you find yourself drawn to practice that is real, the kind that changes how you show up when things get charged? Not just ideas that sound good, but practices you can actually use. If that is you, you are in the right place. This is an entry point into my world, deliberately developmental, and it's built for people who are ready for a specific kind of growth. It's not about tips or self improvement projects or spiritual bypassing. This is about development in real time. Development isn't the same as learning. It's not even the same as healing, although healing often matters. Development is when the way you make sense of yourself and the world evolves, your capacity grows. You can hold more complexity without collapsing into certainty. You can stay present with discomfort without reaching for control, approval, avoidance, or attack. It is the shift from being run by your wiring to being able to relate to your wiring and choose. This is why I call it the deliberate pause. A deliberate pause is a moment you create, and once you start practicing it, you cannot unsee what you have seen. Personally, it is the moment you notice you're triggered and you do not hand the steering wheel to the oldest part of you. Relationally, it is the moment you stay connected, even when you want to protect yourself. Collectively, it is the moment you realize your reactivity is not only about you, because your patterns do not stay private, they ripple. If you have influence in your family, in your work, in the way you speak, lead, parent, coach, decide, your inner world leaks into your tone, your choices, your boundaries, your ability to repair, your capacity to include other perspectives, your willingness to stay human under pressure. So, yes, this is a responsibility. It is also a choice. Inside Deliberately Developmental, we hold two truths at the same time. One, growing up matters. Increasing your capacity, your perspective, your ability to hold complexity and stay steady, that changes everything. And two, clean up is not optional because you can be sophisticated and still be run by old adaptations. You can use intelligence to justify poor behaviour. You can use spiritual language to avoid accountability, and none of that is maturity. Real development shows up under pressure. It shows up in the hard moments. This is what the practice here is to train. We're going to work with a simple model called pause. Each letter its own module, and each module ends with a practice. You can do the whole thing in one sitting, or you can take it across a week. Either way, do not skip the practices. By the end, you will be able to spot your trigger earlier, create space when things get charged, choose the next right action rather than the automatic one, and work out what the moment is asking of you. Before we begin the first module, let's start right now with something small and real. Choose one situation you want to work with today. Not your whole life, not your deepest wound, just something current and familiar, something that reliably hooks you. Bring to mind the last time you got reactive in a situation like that. What happened in your body? Heart thumping, face hot, jaw tight, breath shallow. What happened in your mind? Speed, urgency, certainty, a need to fix, prove, defend, or disappear. And what happened in your behaviour? Perhaps you snapped, over-explained, found yourself withdrawing or blaming. In this practice, we use a traffic light because it's fast. Green means you're steady, you can engage cleanly. Amber means pause and get ready to move. You are tipping. Red means you're hijacked. Do not act from here. Your aim over time is simple. Catch yourself at amber, not at red. So what is your earliest amber sign? The first cue that tells you are tipping. Write it down. Now write your circuit breaker line. Keep it short. Amber, pause. Good. Download the workbook if you haven't already. Then let's go through the modules one by one. We'll do the pause overview and then we'll go through the pause methodology. You're going to build your ability to move from reaction to choice in real time. Let's begin.